These are all of the EX skills in Octopath Traveler 2. In order to unlock the EX skills, you will have to find the shrine of your champion and bring the corresponding character to the shrine. You then get your last EX skill upon beating the final chapter of that character's story. Ochette's first EX skill is Indomitable Beast. She calls upon her beastling bloodline to raise her physical attack, evasion, and speed for 3 turns. Additional boosts will increase the amount of turns that the skill will last. This EX skill is pretty decent, but you do have things such as Throné's talent. Throné's talent already gives you a boost at the start of battle if it is nighttime without you having to use a turn to set up. If you're not running Throné or Agnea, this is a good option for a physical attack boost. Her last EX skill is Provoke Beast. This allows her to summon 3 creatures and use their skills in order. At max boost, you can summon up to 6 creatures. Now, being the filthy pleb that I am, I only have Chubby Kates and King Octopuffs with me. But don't let that distract you from how amazing this EX skill actually is. There are creatures who have multi-hit and multi-target attacks, letting you hit all enemies multiple times. You can summon up to 6 of them at once and they will break shields extremely fast. You will also have access to several creatures who can apply several massive debuffs onto the enemies or several massive buffs to your team. Make sure to capture dungeon bosses and enemies with extremely strong attack to maximize this EX skill. I will probably have a separate video later on some of the best creatures that you can capture for Ochette, but that will be at a later date. For Throné's first EX skill, we have Veil of Darkness. This deals dark base damage to all foes and guarantees that she will dodge a physical attack. This skill is amazing as any elemental attack that targets all foes is great. You can deal chip damage to everyone and or break the shields at the same time. She then has a guaranteed dodge the next time she is targeted by a physical attack. Her last EX skill is Disguise. This allows her to turn herself into an ally for 2 turns. At max boost, it will last for 8 turns. This EX skill is completely busted. She will be able to use all the skills of their main and secondary job of the character that she copies. Do note that you cannot copy their talents or latent power while in a disguise. This EX skill allows Throné to turn into any of her teammates. This will allow you to have 2 inventors, 2 conjurers, 2 arcanists, or 2 arm masters in battle at once. Don't sleep on this EX skill as it is extremely broken. Next, we have Hikari. His first EX skill is This unleashes a strong sword attack onto all foes and then follows up with an even stronger sword attack onto a single foe. Any skill that deals a physical weapon attack onto all enemies is already amazing. What makes the skill even better is the follow-up attack that comes after. You can use the first hit to break the foe while dealing chip damage to others, and after the first hit connects, the second attack will deal more damage onto a broken foe. His last EX skill is called Ultimate Stance. This allows him to extend the reach of his attacks to all foes for 3 turns. Additional boosts will extend the duration of this skill. The wording for this EX skill states that this will only affect his regular attacks and not his skills. Regardless of that fact, Ultimate Stance is still extremely good. You can combine this with the Conjurer skills to augment your attacks with an element. You can attack all foes with a regular weapon attack, which is then followed up by an elemental attack onto all enemies. This is an extremely powerful combo if used properly. Prayer for Plenty is Temenos' first EX skill. This allows him to heal an ally beyond their maximum HP limit. It will be shown as green health on the character's HP bar. This EX skill is pretty good. It gives your team more bulk, and you can combine this with other skills to heal your entire party above their maximum HP limit. His last EX skill is called Heavenly Shine. This consumes all of his SP and deals light base damage to all foes. The more SP that is expended this way, the more powerful the attack will become. I don't need to say much about this as it is extremely powerful. Also, it's literally just a fucking nuke. Partitio's first EX skill is called Share SP. This allows Partitio to give up 25% of his current SP to his teammates. At max boost, you can give up to 100% of your SP. You can exceed the maximum amount of SP given, which will be shown as blue SP on the SP bar. This will let you go past your current SP limits and combines with Temenos' Heavenly Shine extremely well. The more SP that Temenos has, the stronger his EX skill will be. Combine sheer SP with Heavenly Shine for an explosion even Megumin would be envious of. Partitio's last EX skill is called Negotiate Schedule. Partitio hands over a certain amount of cash to the enemies in order to take their turn. This EX skill is amazing. This takes away the turn of the enemy and Partitio gets a second turn on that turn order. You can use this to your advantage on certain boss fights and even on rare creatures. Cassti's EX skill Remedy grants a random ally 3 positive stats effects. At max boost, this will become 9. I think this might be my favorite battle animation out of all the moves currently in the game. She literally reaches into her bag and starts throwing performance enhancing drugs at her teammate. Look at the current buffs of my team and then look at them again after she has drugged everyone up. This grants them a wide variety of benefits that will help out in battle. Her last EX skill is called Drastic Measures. This is a deadly axe attack on a single foe that will nullify their status elements and enfeebling effects. The more effects that are nullified by this, the more damage the skill will do. This skill is deadly and amazing and can easily deal up to the max damage cap of 99,999. If used correctly, this can one-shot most enemies and most bosses in the game. Agnea's first EX skill is Windy Refrain. This deals wind-based damage to all foes and then lets your entire party move first on the next turn. Just like with Throné's Veil of Darkness, any elemental attack that hits all enemies is amazing. On top of that, Agnea's EX skill will allow her entire team to move before the enemies during the next turn. This is extremely helpful for boss fights or against rare creatures. Song of Hope is her last EX skill, which extends the duration of your allies' positive status effects by 1 turn. At max boost, they will be extended for 4 turns. This EX skill is amazing for long drawn out boss fights. This will extend the effects of all your buffs and your conjurer elemental attacks. You won't really be using this EX skill unless you're in a boss battle. Osvald's first EX skill is called Teach. He grants a single ally all of his attribute raising effects for 2 turns. At max boost, they will last for 5 turns. This EX skill is decent as it does give one of your allies all the buffs that Osvald can get from his stroke of genius, but the buffs he grants himself can be random and they may or may not benefit who you are targeting. His last EX skill is called One True Magic. This is a powerful magic attack onto all foes and will reduce the shield points regardless of weaknesses. If you have advanced magic up, this will turn the spell into One True Magic 2. And if you have Alphen's Wisdom, it will then transform this skill into One True Magic 3. One True Magic 3 will hit all foes 3 times. You can combine this with his Latent Power to make it deal more damage, but at the cost of only being able to target one enemy. This EX skill can be pretty busted if you have the right setup. It will reduce shields regardless of weaknesses and deals a massive amount of damage. Anyway, those were all of the EX skills available in Octopath Traveler 2. If you guys did find this video helpful or informational, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more Octopath Traveler content. Thanks for watching and enjoy.
This is the answer! Study harder.